Patel is a nationally and internationally renowned campaigner for human and civil rights, active participant in Kenya's second liberation struggle, also leading light for Bora reform movement, proud to count as one of our own. So Zarina Ben, you've written several books, and out of which one book which is very interesting is The Challenge to Colonialism. What would one learn from it, especially the young Bora, if they picked up this book? What would they find it interesting?
You know, I do think that history is very, very important.
Right.
And I don't think we pay enough attention to history.
Right.
Yeah. Of course, we know our parents, and then we want to know more about our grandparents and our aunts and uncles and that. So family history, yes. You know, we look into a lot. But beyond that, history of the community, history of our country, you know, history of the reformist group. I mean, why are we in this in the reform movement? You know, so all that history, I think, is getting ignored. You know, getting left out. So this book that I wrote about Alibai Mullah Jivanji is giving that history. And when I started writing it, you know, I myself didn't know. I thought it would just be a small little booklet. You know, it's only when I started writing it that I realized how much he had done in this country, and even in India and Australia where he was before. And if anyone reads that book, they learn the history of this country, you know, how the early political movements were started, because they were started by Jivanji and others like him. They would learn about how early life was in India and then in Australia, you know, because that's where he went before he came here. And they would learn about the reform movement, how it came about, because I've written there about his struggles with the Bora priesthood. Okay? And then there's the whole story of the Jivanji Gardens, absolutely, in Nairobi. So really, there's a lot to learn about all these different aspects, but largely about our own community and the place we have in Kenya's history.
So having said that, what is the Bora's contribution to the Kenyan history?
But that's what I'm saying. That you have to read that book. I mean, Jivanji built Nairobi. Okay? Quite apart from what he built in Mombasa and other places.
Sure.
You know? It's not that the Boras have done anything more than anybody else. But we've played our part.
Yes, contributed
absolutely.
To the history, the making of the history. My last question to you would be, what message would you have for the Bora youngsters as Kenya heads to the next stage of development?
Okay, before I get into that,
yes,
it's not only the book on Jivanji that is important.
Yes.
My last book is a book on Asian journalists who have worked in our country. And in that I have a whole section on the Photo family and the newspaper that they ran, the Citizen newspaper. Absolutely crucial at that time, that we're talking about the 1950s, you know. It was the newspaper. When Dedan Kimathi of the Mau Mau movement pronounced his first charter, Kenya Defence Council charter, he sent it to the Citizen newspaper for publication. No other newspaper. The Citizen. I mean, that's an enormous honor, you know. And of course there are other things also. So as I say, I want to say that it's not only Jivanji.
Only the Jivanji. There are several other books that we could borrow, information.
Yes, there's a lot to learn. And other people have written also.
Well, Zarina, we could sit here for hours with so many things, but this is hopefully the beginning of the future of your conversations with you. Thank you so much. This 5 minutes has really given us some insights of,
Thank you so much. Thank you for asking me.
Yes.
Thank
you so much.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
So you're not sitting for